Alright guys, so this is going to be a two-part episode. You're going to hear my E85 review and my one auto movement story. So we're just going to cut right to it and get straight with the E85 review. So I've already had the car on E85 for a few weeks now. If you've seen my other episode, then you saw that it's not a true E85 tune. It's actually an E30 tune. So with the tune I got from Stratified, like I said before, we run a mix of E85 and premium gas. And so far, like, the results have been phenomenal in this car. The horsepower gains have been crazy. I'd have to say I've probably gained about 25-30 horsepower, like they actually said it would. I've been using my access port to track everything, and my air-fuel ratio has been fine. My charge temp has all been good, and my boost pressure has been hitting right around where they say it should. Now, the tune I got has a couple different slots, and I could do launch control at different RPMs, which is fun. It's fun, it's great. Definitely, like in the higher RPMs, when I'm like hitting the launch control at 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs, losing a lot of traction, as one would expect. So I have to do some mods to the car to help remedy that, which will come soon. As for boost pressure with this tune, we're hitting around 27 PSI, which is phenomenal, because stock you're hitting around, like, I think it was like 13 or 12, something like that. So you're hitting a lot more boost now. And on my tune, I have a slot that's just straight for eco mode, and the eco mode, you don't pass 15 PSI at all. So you're normally hitting like 14.9. It'll never really hit 15. You have to like really get on it for it to hit 15. The eco mode, it really doesn't do much. All it does is just run the car to lower boost, which is how I've been driving the car for most of the time. I've been driving it on the eco boost, just to kind of conserve gas. It does a good job of it. I was getting 24.8 mpgs, and with all the times I've been messing around with the car in like the performance mode, hitting 27 psi on boost, I've only dropped down in mpgs from 24.8 to 24.2, and now I've been running the car on eco mode, and that has not dropped. It will probably actually go up now that I've been in eco mode. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. My one issue though with this tune is the fact that you got to go to the gas station. You can only pump 3 gallons when the car's on empty. You can only pump 3 gallons of E85, and then you have to go from the E85 pump, because it's a separate pump than all the other gases, all the other gasolines. You have to go from the E85 pump over to the regular pump and then pump your premium gas. And the only reason why I have an issue with this right now is just because it's winter, it's cold out. The one gas station that has E85 near me is like on a plateau, because it's near like an airport. So it gets really windy there, like all the time. So, you know, it might be like right now it's 28 degrees. It's 28 degrees here, but it probably feels like 15 over there because of the wind. So that's really my only issue. People probably think I look like an idiot because I'm like pumping at one pump and then I drive over to the other pump. And like literally it's like I'm moving the car like 5 feet, but still like people are looking at me like I'm stupid. And some of you probably think, yeah, that's stupid, just get a flex fuel kit for the car. Well, so far, no flex fuel kit. None that I can find online. There's like weird universal ones, but I don't trust those. That's really my only concern with this tune. It hasn't like spiked temperatures or anything in the car. I haven't leaked anything. Everything's running great. Like, I can't complain. And the flat foot shifting is amazing. Just the amount of power you get out, the fact that you could just keep boost and not lose it is great. It's like a little scary at first. And I have the stratified traction control on this car, and it's great. Like, I mean, it does a great job. It does better than what the stock traction control would do on this. Stock traction control on this tune, you would just be losing traction in first, second, third, and like a little bit in fourth. But I mean, the traction control from Stratified is actually great. And I've been driving this car. I've had this car since March. I've been driving around all year now. But overall, this tune's been great. I also have like the loud crackle and pop modification on the tune, and it sounds great. You get some you actually get some good backfire sounds from this. It's not all the time, but it's like enough. It's just enough. Like, it sounds good. You'll love it if you do get this. So I definitely recommend getting a tune from Stratified. And just to throw it out there, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. They're just like a really good company that have treated me really well. Their customer support service is great. Like, you can send them pictures, videos, whatever you want. Like, they'll respond back really quickly, and they'll help you figure out any issues you had. Like, like they sent me in an email everything I needed to know about the tune, but it was a very like broad email, so it seemed like something that they just send to everybody. It's not like car specific. So I had to ask them, like, how do I change the slots in my tune and everything. And we went back and forth a little bit because it didn't make sense. And then finally he sent me a link, and it showed me you could like choose which like year Focus, which generation Focus you have, and then it tells you how to use the cruise controls to like change the tunes. And so that helped like phenomenally. And in case you have like a 2016 Focus, or you get one and you're getting this tune from Stratified, the way you switch the maps on the car is cruise control has to be off, has to be turned off. So if you have map switching, on the roll map switching, which means you can switch your maps while you're driving, you want to hit the cancel button once on the cruise control, and you'll see the needle for the RPMs move, and you'll hit set up once to go up in slots. Like, you just hit it once every time you want to go up in slots, and then you hit set minus whenever you want to go down in the slots. And so that'll change your launch control, so you'll be able to do launch control at X amount of RPMs in each slot. And it'll actually let you, with that, you could also switch to your eco slot if you chose an eco slot, or a valet slot if you chose a valet slot, which are two options I did choose. Now, let's say you're doing your launch control So you're at a complete stop, you're in first gear, you have launch control going, and it's hitting, let's say, 3,000 RPMs. While you're doing that, you can actually hit the cancel button and hit up on the set button, and you can change your RPMs from 3,000 to 4,000 to 5,000, where it generally maxes out at, and then you can just launch. It sounds great. In my previous video with the, I think it was with the downpipe install, you'll actually, if you just skip to the end and listen to the exhaust sounds, you'll hear me. That's me flipping through those maps to change where the launch control will launch at. So I had it go all the way to the max, and you'll see when I hit the max RPMs for the launch control, you'll see like a black smoke will come out of the exhaust, and that's me hitting the max on the limiter there. Now, if your car doesn't have on the roll map switching, if you didn't choose that option through Stratified, then you're going to want to bring the car to a complete stop to switch the maps. It won't do it while you're driving. So you'd have to come to a complete stop, hit the cancel button, and then hit the set button up or down to change through your maps. That seemed like a hassle to me, so I just paid the extra bucks to get on the roll mapping. I really hope this video helped. If you guys are interested in a tune for your Focus, you don't know what to get, if you're gonna run the Stratified tune, you have to spend the 500 bucks anyways and get the access port from Cobb, because that's how Stratified runs their tunes. They don't have their own like access port. I'm not sure if they're actually gonna get their own eventually, but I don't think so, because it's just easier for them to just run off of Cobb's access port. So you'll have to spend the 500 to get the Cobb one, or you can find them used online for around $450. Some people even sell them for $350, but you would have to do that. The E85 tune through Stratified, the base one that they have, if I remember correctly, the price was like 75 bucks. But if you get some of the add-ons, it's not that bad. I think I ended up paying $100 for my tune. And you just let them know what mods you have or plan on doing to the car, and they'll just like adjust the tune for that. They do have other great tunes on there that you might want to check out. I have a friend who's running a 95 tune that they have, and his car, I love his car too, and I love that both our cars are like different, so definitely worth checking out. So do that if you can, do your research. I mean, I was on their website and I was emailing them a couple days even before I got the tune, just to make sure it was everything I expected and wanted. So I recommend doing something like that with anybody that you try to get a tune for or from. But yeah, I really hope this video helped you out. Hope I answered any questions you might have. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'll definitely respond and help anyone out. Even if it's not related to the tune, anything about the car, I'll help you out. Feel free to comment or anything. Please subscribe, like, do whatever you can, because that'll help keep these videos going. So I will catch you guys another time. Peace out.